Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play All the Games. I'm Andy.
I'm Katie.
And our monthly, or rather weekly vlog is now. Just a segment where we get to talk about the week that was, the week that will be, and I know a lot of you are tuning in to find out who won our friend, the Vault Boy. So stick around, that's coming up at the end of
Aiko's
the
best
video.
friend, actually.
Yeah, we have pictures. Aiko just decided to lay by this all week, so it was like he'd brought in a stray and wanted to make sure it went to a good home, so we're hoping it goes to a good home. It will, because all you guys are cool. He will, but, you know, he'll be happy for it and proud of it. So, week that was. So you'll notice, unintentionally, we're both wearing red shirts today. Mine is the Calvin Ball shirt because Thursday was the 30th anniversary of the first issue of Calvin and Hobbes way back in 1985. I love Calvin and Hobbes. I kind of grew up very similar to Calvin, with my imagination fired up at all times. I didn't have a best tiger friend. I sort of just imagined I was in an X-Wing. I do, yeah, Aiko kind of, fills that role. And I do talk to my cat, and my cat talks to me, so, you know, cat people know what I'm talking about. The rest of you can just assume I'm crazy.
He's pretty much a mini tiger.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. And, you know, he does root for tiger-themed football teams a lot, especially the Lions. He gets that from me. So yeah, I love the strip. Of course, Bill Watterson retired kind of at the top of his game to leave the strip as it was, a very specific decision on his part, but go get the books. You can find them really inexpensively at this point, all around. If you've never read Calvin and Hobbes, it's one of the best things ever. And that's kind of all I can say about it. It's just a 6-year-old's imagination, and go from there. So yeah,
I haven't really read that much of it, so
we can change that.
Books.
I got this. Don't worry, guys. It's cool. I got this. So yeah. And Katie, what are you wearing?
Well, I have a lot of nerdy shirts, but a lot of them are in the laundry, which we have to do
yes,
soon. So
real life.
I was the first one to pick out my red shirt. This is, of course, Loot Crate exclusive. Some of you might recognize it. It's the Dungeons & Dragons logo.
So, yeah, it was me. I'm the one who
I'm trying to show off my boobs.
I'm trying to show off my tiger on my chest, so, yeah. So,
I also have a little Sailor Saturn pendant right now.
Oh, yeah. I forgot we picked that up. It was like Baltimore or something?
Pittsburgh, I think.
Pittsburgh? Okay. So, yeah. So that's kind of cool. Also, we discovered a show on Netflix that we ended up binge watching. The Great British Baking Show, or That British Baking Show, what's it called?
That Great British Baking Show.
That Great British Baking Show, which is... So, Katie's talked a lot about how she's kind of like a Koreophile, loves everything Korean. I'm kind of like an Anglophile in a sense, at least TV-wise. I love stuff made by the BBC. I love the production value, the sort of... There's a... God, I don't want to say it, but I think this is the appropriate word, so forgive me if it's pretentious, but je ne sais quoi, to get French about it, sort of a, I don't know, but a quality to it.
However you say it, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, whatever, that's there, but there's just a certain sensibility. There you go, that's the word. A sensibility to it that just draws me right in. So technically it's reality TV, but it doesn't feel like reality TV, which is good, because I hate reality TV. But anyway, it's like a baker's dozen, 13 guests or rather contestants, amateur bakers who have 10 weeks, go through 3 challenges a week, bake their asses off, and they pick a winner. Really good hosts.
I don't even know how I got into the Netflix queue.
Yeah, I don't know either. It was just there.
Was it recommended based on something else, maybe?
Yeah.
And then we saw it, and I was watching Netflix that night. Louie, which is one of the best shows ever. Then Andy came home, and I was like, I have a feeling as soon as we start watching the show, we're just going to watch the whole thing.
And I had said, like, right at that, I also have a feeling it's really good, so we just kind of looked at each other. And baking is cool, because baking it's a science, but this also added the art to it. Like, cooking is an art, baking is a science.
This might be the nerdiest thing we ever talk about.
It really is. We get nerdy over baking. Yeah. So,
well, I mean, just the show. Like,
yeah.
It's just a random thing that we
But it's such a great show, and it's cool because there's a lot of camaraderie between the bakers. It's not like American reality TV where it's cutthroat and they put everybody in this bullshit drama
situations. The only real drama in the show is when they're like, okay, you've got 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's like, 5 minutes.
And then you'll see somebody who's like scrambling to get their stuff done, and you'll see 2 of the other contestants run over and help them. And that is so cool, just the camaraderie.
Although we don't think the right person won.
No, I don't. I think the last week...
I think we agree on who should have won.
Yeah, it should have been Richard, not Nancy. And I think the problem is the last week played to the winner's strengths, and they only look at the week and not the body of work for the whole thing. But anyway, really good show. Check it out. Nerdiest thing, probably Katie's right, that we'll ever talk about. But that's the week that was. The week that will be, I think, is going to be retro coming up. I think we got some plans for that.
Well, yeah, we've got one more episode of Alan Wake left, which goes up on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Which we last night we had or next to last episode of Alan Wake, which if you haven't checked it out, check it out. It was about an hour and a half of footage or something like that.
Condensed to like 11 minutes,
Very short episode, the best bits, and I actually think it turned out really well. I was worried about it because there was nothing happening in episode 6 of Alan Wake, and I was like, this is just going to be the most boring thing ever. But Andy did an awesome job editing it. I've watched it a few times because I thought it was really funny. So.
Yeah, I might watch it again actually afterwards.
It's part 21 or something?
Yeah, part 21.
Okay.
Most recent one to go up. Yeah, it's weird. And that's a question, for you out there in YouTube land. Do you ever watch your own stuff just to enjoy it? I don't know. Is that weird? Does that make sense? I mean, I don't know. I'm still figuring out where I'm at.
I actually don't do it very often unless it's an episode that I think is really, really good.
Yeah. So sometimes we put it on, when we're out of the apartment for Iko to enjoy because it's our voices and he likes that. So that's probably a weird thing. But cats. So, but after Alan Wake finishes, we've got a fun surprise going all the way back to our early childhoods.
Should be starting on Thanksgiving.
Yep, if everything's
at least
right.
my early.
Well, and kind of mine because one of the games too. So, we picked up an incredibly great ColecoVision. Of course, you've heard Katie talk about various times how much she's grew up on the ColecoVision.
I think I said that in the interview footage that we took earlier this year, but it never actually went up. But I did say in that interview that my earliest memories period are of being like 3 years old. I don't know, maybe earlier than that, but like my earliest memories are of playing ColecoVision with my dad. So that was a system I sort of not grew up on because then I got the NES after that. But the first system I ever had was the ColecoVision. So
which was a great one. I think it came out in '82. Most of the games seem copyright '82.
Yeah.
So around that time. In Katie's own words, to quote her, it pretty much blew Atari away graphically, and it did. I mean, there's no question about that. So we found at Vintage Games and Movies, I think that's their name, right? I always get that wrong. But it's
Vintage Games and Videos.
Vintage Games and Videos, okay. Another local store.
Shout out
to them. That
we'll probably do, like, the thing we did with Cartridges Galore a few weeks ago, we'll probably do another one with Vintage.
We're waiting to do one.
Awesome.
Yeah, they're really cool people, too. And again, great supporters of us. And just, they're kind of like OGs when it comes to gaming. And proving this by the fact that this was one of the founders of the shop and semi-owner helpers, his personal ColecoVision that he was just getting rid of because he's living in Germany right now. And it had everything. It was in beautiful shape, and it had both very important attachments, which Katie will now show you the most important one.
I'll show you one, which I'm really excited about. We tried to record this the other night, not realizing that this needed batteries. I'd completely forgotten about that. But we do have the game that goes with it. This is like the most awesome thing.
And this was '82, and this thing works.
Yeah, it has a little gas pedal
that
goes with it, and the little like joystick thing goes here. I don't know if you I don't think you shift up and down with that, but
no,
it just
I
goes
think
there,
it just goes
like,
there, so you can, yeah.
But yeah, how cool is that? Like an old school system, and like I used to play this racing game all the time. It has this little steering wheel and a little gas pedal that goes with it.
Yeah,
super fun game. We'll probably be recording that in a couple days.
Yeah. So and again, that was Turbo. So and it's
actually
actually made by Sega.
One of my
all
favorite.
Things. And we also, the other attachment for it, which is connected down at the bottom, so I won't show you it's connected to the system, sorry right now, is there's actually an adapter that you plug into the front that plays Atari 2600 games. Holy shit.
So we have access to a lot more. We really can play all the games.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. And then one thing I found out this week that I didn't know, I had
heard about this before, and I completely forgot.
I'm the last person to know about this, and I don't know how, but apparently you can plug a Sega Genesis controller into an Atari or ColecoVision.
Yeah, just looking at the
plays perfectly.
5 games we have here, 3 of them are by Sega, so that makes sense.
Yeah, it really does make sense. Sega was a really big developer for the early Coleco. So, but yeah, you can plug a Genesis controller into an Atari or Coleco and control those games in a way that you never knew was possible. And holy shit, it's still blowing my fucking mind. So that's cool. Yep. But yeah, so other games that we'll be featuring.
We already recorded a couple, including Smurf. I bought this months ago, Rescue in Gargamel's Castle, because this is a game I used to play a lot when I was a kid. And one of my all-time favorites as well, Zaxxon.
And speaking of earliest gaming memories, my earliest gaming memory is standing on a stool at the Gold Mine Arcade in like the Meadowbrook Mall on a step stool playing this as an arcade machine, playing Zaxxon. That's my earliest gaming memory, so that goes pretty far back. So I actually got to play on that one. It was a lot of fun. And then a couple others, Katie.
I just ordered these, and they came in really fast.
Yeah.
And these are also 2 games that scared me when I was a kid, and they still scare me. They're kind of creepy. There are creepy elements to them. I'm really excited about this. Venture and Space Fury.
Yep. So that's looking pretty fun.
They came in really good condition. I just got the These came today?
Yeah, yesterday.
Or no, yesterday. Sorry, yeah, of course it's Sunday.
Yeah,
So.
and then I think also
I was shocked how fast they arrived.
Yeah,
so.
I picked up one other game. I forget the name of it, and of course we also picked up. We have Donkey Kong, so we may or may not play that as well.
Checking the battery time.
Oh yeah, our battery's a little low on this, but that's okay.
We also have Donkey Kong and
Donkey King. And whatever the heck that other game I picked up was.
Cosmic Avengers, which I've never heard of.
I haven't either. I just looked at it and grabbed it, and they gave it to me. So that was kind of cool. So yeah, that's coming up. Short episodes on that because obviously the games are much shorter. Just kind of reliving those a little bit. But cool that it's starting on Thanksgiving.
We're shooting for like a little 5 minutes.
Yeah, just little fun
we
things.
We basically needed something to fit in between what we've got left of Tales from the Borderlands until we get to the next big playthrough, which we've talked about in every vlog
so we might as well
now.
Plug Deadly Premonition again.
Which is called the Classified Edition.
Yes, we got it right this time.
Finally, 3 vlogs later. It's called the Classified Edition. It should be shipping on the 24th, so we're going to do an unboxing. It's going to be awesome. We're really excited about that.
Yeah, so we're really stoked for that. So yeah, lots of great stuff coming up. It's going to be like a straight 7 days, 6-7 days of ColecoVision, depending on what we do. It's not so much a week as more like just a week of. So it's not ColecoVision week, it's a week of ColecoVision.
We'll just it's going to be alternating.
Yeah, it's going to alternate. So yeah, so that should be pretty cool. So yeah, that's what's coming up. And now I think it's time to give stuff away.
Yep.
So, we had a tremendous response to this. Thank you guys so much. Popped all the way up just shy of 200 subscribers to 198, so that's really awesome. Over 100 some plus crazy amount of entries.
Which last time I think we said we had like, what,
44.
43 I think?
Something like that,
I think it might have been 43 entries. So, this time you told me we had like 128 or something, which is insane.
Yeah, I'm possibly more than that. I don't know by the time I did the final count. It was just a ballpark. So yeah, Katie is going to draw out of the loot crate that we emptied out specifically.
I'm really nervous. I know there are a lot of people that really are hoping.
There really are. So.
Oh god, I want to mix these up well. This is a lot of pressure.
It's all good.
All right.
You ready?
Drawing the winner.
The winner is
Kaba Olzaki.
Kaba Olzaki. Yeah.
Is that how you pronounce it?
I think so. Kaba Olzaki. So yeah, hopefully, so if you see this, you have won, and you have won the Vault Boys. So Kaba Olzaki, I think that's the name. Yep, so very cool. Thanks a lot. I actually forgot that because we had such a great turnout that we wanted to do something a little bit extra than just this guy. So we actually have another thing to give away. Another one. 2.
But you can't really see with the lights a little,
2 Vault Boys.
We've got twins.
We've got twins to give away.
Congratulations.
Hey, happy apocalypse.
It's a Vault Boy.
Woohoo! It's irradiated. Good luck with that. So we went ahead and just pulled another one real quick, and it was Cameron. Cameron Asbury, I think, was the full name there. You want to pull it off from the side and put it? Yes, so Cameron Asbury, we just drew your name out as well. So congratulations. You also have won. So Koba and Cameron, please send us your details on Twitter, and we will totally send these out to you. Again, Twitter's @AllPlayTheGames, and just send it as a DM, of course, because you don't want to send everybody your info on Twitter. But send it to us. We'll get it sent out ASAP. So, cool. Thanks a lot, guys. Keep watching. Surprise! Keep watching. Keep playing. See you, Space Cowboys. Vault Boys!